I was born Johnathon Hector Johnson on the 9th of July 1979. I had a very happy childhood, and I recall many evenings spent watching my mother and father dance to their favourite music, staring ever so passionately into each other's eyes. And then he died, my father. A terrible accident, they concluded. A fire broke out in the factory and they couldn't escape. 21 died that night. May James Jonathan Sr. rest in peace, and may his ashes rise to the heavens above. Amen. And then it all changed when he came along. Me and me ma were like two peas in a pod, but he had to change things. I knew he was bad news from the moment I saw him. Jonathan, this is my friend Dan. He's going to be staying with us from now on. I think we're going to get on just fine. We played Happy Families for a while, but it wasn't long before the sauce got him. What time do you call this? I was at the football. It's 11:30 at night. Hello, how do you do? We beat the boys in the royal blue. Shut up, bitch, he ain't my kid. And then one day he decided to take up boxing, but he couldn't afford a punch bag, so he decided to use my poor ma instead. Punch after punch after punch after punch. It's none of your business if I go for a pint with my mates after work. I don't owe you or your son anything. This is my house, so you play by my rules. As his commitment to this training intensified, due to the effects of his sessions, my mother's trips out of the house became less frequent. Of course not, Betty. I simply have a whole load of housework to do. Maybe we can meet up for the coffee next week. Okay then, bye-bye. Things went from bad to worse for me and me ma when I was excluded from school for a very minor offence. Mr. Johnson, the principal would like to see you in his office immediately. Come in. Now, Mr. Johnson, we simply cannot tolerate any form of abuse towards our students. Simply unacceptable, and certainly not setting poor Jenny's hair on fire. Ha ha ha. Unfortunately, you leave me with no other choice, so I'm afraid we're going to have to exclude you with immediate effect. Mr. Johnson, put them away. Mr. Johnson, what are you doing? Of course, Dan was ever so happy upon hearing this news, as it provided him with the only excuse he needed to acquire a second punch bag for his intensive training sessions. You're just a waste of space, just like your father was. You'll never get anywhere in life. Sit down and shut up. Things were looking up when I got a job at a local restaurant. Until my contract was mutually cancelled a week later after an incident in the kitchen. And tonight on the 6 o'clock news, a man in Dundee has been charged. Look at you sitting there. At the train station. No education, no future, no job, no life. Will this man be the masked man? I've got no life. All you do is waste your money getting drunk, and then come home and use me and me ma as a punch bag. Yeah, I've got no future. I'll show you. Good night. I pleaded with my mum to leave him, that he was a no-good piece of shit, and that he would eventually beat her to death. But she wouldn't leave him. She loved him, apparently. This left me with only one choice. Oh ma, oh ma, oh ma, oh ma. I told you this was the only way you could escape his grasp, but you wouldn't listen. Now you'll be free from that heartless scum of a man. My house. It's just bricks and mortar. Oh, baby, you're gonna need some water. You're gonna dine in hell tonight, burning down my house. These voices I hear inside my head, they told me to do it and now you're dead. Going gone now, cheerio. She's going to heaven, you're going to hell, caged inside your burning cell. You can't hurt us anymore.